Writer, author, badass, and now podcaster. Who is it?
It's LSH.
Welcome to Talking Shit with LSH, a unique female perspective on sex, love, motherhood, relationships, careers, and the real shit women say and think about societal norms. Unleashed. It's not what you do, it's who you are. Who is it?
It's LSH.
Talking Shit. But today we're going to talk about, our topic will be double standards.
Okay. I love that. All right.
And double standards, it's across the gamut. It's from the bedroom in our homes. It's in the workplace, right? It's real.
Right.
Right? It's real. So one of the first topics, and I don't want to put on the table, will be Halle Berry versus Steve Harvey. So Halle Berry is now, and if you guys, whoever receives our newsletters, you see that's one of the things that we promoted this month, is that we call it slut shaming, right? So she's been dogged in the media about, this is her marriage number 3 that's not working.
She's a vixen.
Oh yeah, right? But Steve Harvey is on marriage number 3.
And praising
God.
relationship.
Praising God. He's king of all relationships. Right.
He became expert.
But so is Halle.
So that's the question, Charlie. Who is the is it a, where does the double standard lie? I mean, it's an obvious one here, but why do you feel that women attack Halle, but they ride Steve? And they ride him all the way to the bank. So yeah. Who wants to take a shot at that?
I think it's a double standard since we're, as little girls, we're taught to be well-mannered. We're taught to have one intimate person, lover, whatever the case may be. And the fact that that women probably trash, and I don't really know the story, so I'm hearing it now. But the fact that women probably trash her is probably what they're used to and what they're conditioned to think, and that's disrespectful. And that you should be a better, well-mannered, and this is not what you should be doing. And you should probably pick a suitable mate and not make the mistake of going for another one. But while men, they can fuck who they want and how many they want, and they will never be called a hoe. Wait, first of all, why are we hoes when the men can do whatever they want, but does the term hoe, is it only associated with females? You know what I mean?
No, it's not. But that's only recent.
That's what I'm saying. So why?
About men.
Why exactly? So I just feel like it's odd, or the reason why they probably do that is just because of what they're conditioned to believe, and they're taught. So, hooray for what's his name, Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Hooray for Steve Harvey. Unfortunately,
I think it's easy for people to be judgmental.
yes.
Anyway, so it's so easy to judge people and look at somebody's situation and say, oh, I wouldn't, or I would never, or instead of being. People's lives are different. So you're going to live your life. Your life, whatever happens in your life, my life is totally different from what happens in your life. But somebody else on the outside looking in can look at my life and judge me on being who I am, because I'm a freer spirit. I like to do what the fuck I want to do. So, but not everybody lives their life. My best friend is judgmental. She looks at me and she's like, oh, you shouldn't do this, and you should live your life like this. And I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You was just fucking yesterday. I don't want to hear what you I love you, but damn it, you fucking like I'm fucking. And you are married, so therefore, until you really get your shit together, don't come at me with my shit. And I hate it. It took me a long time to have to come to her and say, look. Hey,
but that's real friendship.
Yeah, but she was like, well, I'm in church and I found God, and I love it. I appreciate it and I love it. But what I don't love is to be judged. Don't judge me, because at the end of the day, just because you're, I open my Bible too. But the difference is that I don't. Although I'm living my life differently than you are, you still living yours the same. Bitch, you just something that too.
does not mean
Absolutely.
Right.
So
Those
now, do
shit
you
is very
guys
enough.
think it's just about black women or black on black, or can we bring in like a George Clooney, right? So he's a white male. He just hooked up with.
Well, he's a 007.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
He is the man who's supposed to sleep with everyone, and we're supposed to applaud him for that.
Right.
And we do.
And we do.
Yeah, we do.
I mean,
So
it's the same
what
thing.
happened? George Clooney had an affair on his new wife?
Oh no. But it's just the fact that
Oh,
he's been
just
an
to
eternal
say
bachelor.
He's a serial monogamous.
Serial monogamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scarlett.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's the same thing with what is his name? The Game and Amber Rose.
Yeah.
So Amber Rose is seen as this thought that just twerks everywhere, sleeps with everybody, and does this and does that. Then he has a picture where he got a picture and an imprint of his dick, and it's okay.
Right.
Like, okay.
Really?
By the way, I say that with my phone short too.
Whatever it is.
Great Photoshop. That picture.
Hard coming. Yes. But the thing is,
He can't.
that it's the double standard is still there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always going to be there.
I think black women are very hard on other black women. I mean, I think in general women are harder on women because we are socialized from the time we were small to two things. We're socialized to make men the center of our world. You gotta get married and have babies, and that's what you do.
Yes.
Like
That's
a
what
child
you're
from the
supposed to
time you're little, you are told by your parents and society and TV, this is what you're supposed to do. So your identity is really tied up in who you marry. If you marry, who you marry. If you're a mother, it's really not tied up into who you are.
Yeah.
Who you are, not what you do, but who you are.
Yeah.
It's tied into what you do. The second thing is we're taught, I think, at a very young age to be competitive with one another.
Yeah.
We are competitive. We really are. I mean, I see it all the time in clubs and restaurants or whatever. You know, I had it happen last night. Talking to a guy at a birthday party who I had known since junior high school. Never was attracted to me, and he's a good-looking guy, but not my type. And we were talking about the fact that the bartenders are just slow. Like, you know, we hadn't gotten a drink or whatever. And his girlfriend walks up and she's like, so what's going on?
Wow.
Good afternoon.
I know. But it's just what we're taught to do. Like, we are taught to compete as opposed to uplift and support one another. And so that's why we dog Halle Berry.
So do you think that more of us are dogging Halle Berry than so the brothers are
I
like,
think it's
applauding, right?
I think it is us, though. I'm sorry,
Right,
I have
it's
to
us.
jump in there.
So
Having been 3 times divorced, those that are married, I'm sorry, some that are married will still look like, what's wrong with her?
Right.
What's wrong with her? And it's like, nothing wrong with me. That motherfucker was jacked. Survived.
Right.
I saved myself.
So did we look at what's her name? She's married 7 times. Elizabeth Taylor. She's married 7 times. Did we look at her in the same
No
way?
one's judging.
No one talks about it.
So that's
racial.
It's racial.
You know what? I like the racial thing because so disclosure. What I've realized, like having in my multiracial like interactions, is that something about white men that they are socialized to put their women on a pedestal.
Yes, they
and
are.
like being married to them, even if it's something that they don't want to do, it's something that they know eventually that they're going to have
status.
to do. It's a status. It's a part of their
I go to
status.
college.
Exactly.
I get a career, then I get married.
Totally.
I
And so
have
as a
children.
result,
That's what
they value marriage. So like, and being around them, knowing that when they get to like 30, 32, like all of them get the itch because it's something that they've been socialized. It's something that has been placed in them from birth. For brothers, like I meet so many like playboys that are 40, you know, like and they're 50, and look, and they're on Instagram, they're posing, they're on boats, they have Cavassier, and like younger brothers look up to them, like that's what they aspire to be. So it's something about the forever playboy status. I mean, even my dad, bless his heart, like I go to see him when he's out of his bar because his wife doesn't go to his bar. who is not my mother, which is another story. But but when I'm there, he's like in full Playboy mode, and my mind is blown because I'm like, you have 2 families. This is crazy, right? But it's this thing that I think culturally, and when you listen to music, everything, it's like this forever Playboy mentality that like we applaud, like we like to see, like the fact that 50 Cent is still single or whatever, like Steve Harvey, they're cool because of how they live their lives, and that's crazy to me because Vivica Fox is like, now she's shunned when she's not doing anything different than Steve Harvey and everybody else.
So do you feel like our African American black brothers do not value us as black women?
They don't
value marriage like white men value marriage.
They don't value
I feel like
sisters.
that's from, to me, this is my point. I've brought this up a few times. It's slavery. It's
come on.
You are free.
Right.
And can I have her? I want a baby by her, and I'm gonna make all these slave babies for you. That's what I feel.
No, it is.
That's how I feel.
That's where it
I cannot stand a loud Negro. Like, dude, get off Front Street. Like,
I agree.
Shut up. Calm down. It'll be all right. So I think it's all racial.
No, it is.
It's systematic.
Absolutely. It was bred. You gotta think about the strongest, most virile brother was put in a room with women to breed free labor. I want y'all to just stop for 1 minute and just think about this. If you own a business and you could get free workers, free labor, you ain't gotta pay them nothing. They are going to do the work for you. How much money you could make, how many generations of legacies you could leave of money. Free labor, and all you gotta do is put these people in a room, have babies. You're gonna take their babies, and you're gonna teach them how to work from the time they look. This is what they had with us. And so this mentality was ingrained. Like, you got this big dick, and you strong, and you athletic, and you gonna make us some. You a stud, and you gonna make us some babies. That is like. It's in.
And you ain't gotta be a daddy to them babies.
No,
be a daddy to them
we gonna take them out.
Right. And then you take it to welfare, and then you take it like 100 years later in the 70s, where like men could not stay in the homes with their family because if so, then those mothers you couldn't get any assistance, which we needed assistance anyway because of exactly. So it's like, so you're right. I think I'm with you. I feel like everything in the world that starts with slavery, but this continues.
So in terms of so we get the how they are mentally, right? But we still survive, right? So we're not in slavery.
No.
And we love our men. We love our brothers.
In spite.
But in spite, right? So we get what happens when we're in relationships, right? And when we're thinking about the Halle Berrys, and she's been married several times, and Steve Harvey, he's been married, and George Clooney, and Elizabeth Taylor. What happens when we go into the workplace? What happens when we go into the workplace and we now have to vie for the same position, and regardless of whether our boss are male or female, what happens when those dynamics change? I mean, so now we're not in the streets, we're not in the bedroom, we're in the more of a corporate environment. Where are the double standards there? Does it matter that I am the attractive female and I can bat my eyes and I get that promotion? Does that help? Is that to our advantage? Or what happens if our boss is a female?
It depends.
So what happens when our boss is a female and we are still who we are, attractive? We can't bat the eyes because she's really into men, and it's a male counterpart that is able to get what we used to get. As my baddie says, the young white male always wins. I don't know if that's true, but so I'm going to put it out there.
I'm on the sidelines, but right now, in the industry that I'm in, sports and entertainment, is always the young white male that always wins.
So it depends on your industry,
It depends on your industry, but if you want to talk about corporate, financial, Wall Street era, young white man. Entertainment and sport, young white man.
So it doesn't matter how much you bat your eyes.
It doesn't matter
how
because I've dressed it up, I've dressed it down, I've dumbed it down, I've smartened it up. And for me, it's not even about who you know. It's about
it's your skin.
Yes.
Is that right? And I'm sure it's a variety of industries.
They also automatically attach the African American woman to just being this bitter black chick. And she's mad, and she has something to prove, and she's just, it's her against the world, and she has something to prove. And so whatever she has to do and say